Hey yo guys, what is up? It is Brenvenn here. My hair is kind of a mess, but before I even start working on the season 3 stable days, which I'm going to try to do, I'm thinking like around the summer it could start, appearing again. I need to clarify what the heck is going on because I've been rewatching the episodes and there are so many people and there's so many horses and there's so many like different storylines that I've got going on that I feel like we can all easily get really confused, especially since it's been such a long time since I've uploaded it. And so before season 3, I'm gonna kind of like make this video to kind of clear things up, get us all on the same page, and hopefully it helps you a lot. So episode 1, Susan is going to go get buttercream and she freaks out because Bandit is in his stall, which then leads her to meeting Cleary, who comes around the corner and is like, oh, that's my horse, didn't know you had a problem with it. And they get into a bit of an argument, which kind of creates a rift between them for the rest of the series. We also meet Dookie and Bandit herself, and when Bandit is put out in the pasture, we also meet Glory, Eclipse, Poco, and Sunny, who try to give her trouble, but Bandit just shakes it off. Season 1, episode 2 seems to be like it's everyone's favorite episode. Susan is freaking out because Sophie's not at her lesson yet, and she shows up on Chili and she freaks out because Chili's not a jumper. So Susan has a mental breakdown. The other girls just kind of watch her have a mental breakdown, and then we see Chris come over and take away Ashley's horse because apparently she hasn't paid her lease fee on him. She pitches a fit because that's what she does, and Chili makes some moves on Chloe which seem to be working, which lead Buttercream to want Dookie to teach him how to pick up girls. And so the episode ends with him trying to learn all these pickup lines and failing miserably because he's Buttercream and he just isn't good. Episode 3. It starts off with Bandit talking to Shozi about their drill team run, or their little thing they're gonna do. I don't know what those are called. And so then Buttercream walks over because he likes Shozi and he's trying to use all these pickup lines on her. He fails miserably some more, and Bandit kind of gets upset because he's interrupting what they're doing. And she tells him, like, this is mares only, and when he leaves, Josie's just kind of like, why did you do that? And she's like, because we've got things to prepare for, we've got things coming up, and he is irrelevant. And then the tractor and the trailer pull up, and this new horse is allegedly being brought to the stable, and the trailer is unhitched and it's unlocked, and they open down the doors. And so episode 4 picks up where episode 3 left off. There's like a new horse, who knows what horse it's gonna be, ooh, mystery. And the trailer is opened up and we see that it is Peridot, and immediately everybody is like, oh my gosh, who is this? And she's brought out to the stable, and Keely, the owner of the stable, is like, oh, the new horse is here. And she tries to make Susan ride it to see how crazy it is, and Susan's like, no, I don't want to ride it. So being the lazy Susan that she is, her job gets pawned off onto Cleary, and Cleary's like, great, yay. And she goes to ride it, and everybody's watching, and she gets completely thrown off, and yeah, the episode ends on that. Episode 5 of season 1, the season 1 finale, starts with Peridot talking to this dog, and she makes the dog really uncomfortable. And then Bandit and Shozi come over and they ask her if she wants to join the drill team. And Peridot doesn't really get how important this is to them, so she's just kind of like, whatever. And they're like, okay, this horse obviously doesn't get it, but we need her, we're desperate, so we're gonna use her. And then it goes over to Cleary walking with the radishes, trying to get to the dinner that the people are all having. And Sherry stops her, and they kind of argue a little bit, and you can see that Cleary and Sherry don't really get along. And Cleary eventually makes it up to the dinner, and they're like, hey, where are the radishes? And she's like, I threw them at Sherry, she was getting on my nerves. And they're like, but where are the radishes? And she's like, dude, it's not my fault, she was bugging me, I threw them at her. And then Susan's there, and the expression that was coined in the last episode, episode 4, Susan is a lazy Susan because she wouldn't ride the new horse. It's highlighted even more because Cleary is like, we're eating on a lazy Susan. How ironic, because there's one right across from me. And so the season 1 kind of ends on that note, and it's pretty funny. Season 2, Episode 2 starts off with us meeting Penny, and Penny is reunited with her horse. And we also meet Steve, who's looking for a horse. Instead of buying one from the creepy guy, he goes and steals one from this Native American, which makes the Native American guy really upset, and he vows to follow him for the rest of his life. In Season 2, Episode 2, we learn why everybody's trying to get a horse, and it is for Drill Team Association auditions, and we meet Pat and his body and her body, I don't know, and this girl who looks like Miley Cyrus, and Steve is there, and Penny, and they're all auditioning, and Penny completely blows everybody away with her audition. And she goes back to her barn that she's about to leave, and she tells the owner, Kelly, and Kelly's like, wow, you can't go back there, like, they won't accept you, and she's like, I have to go back, I want to be on the drill team. So that kind of lets us know that she's on her way to Misty Creek Stable for their drill team. So, Episode 3 of Season 2 is the Halloween special, and it starts off with Penny showing up at the stable for the first time, and Cleary is not really happy to see her, but Jessica's excited to meet her, and they're having a Halloween party, the whole stable is, and people are supposed to be in costumes, and Cleary gets on Penny's case because not all of her friends that she invited showed up, because she's like, oh, my friends are coming, I hope that's okay. And then all of a sudden, Pat shows up, and everybody thinks that Pat is the Headless Horseman because Pat's head is separated from its body. And everybody freaks out, and then it's like, oh my gosh, no, it's just Pat, chill out. So then, Pat shows up at the stable. Season 2, Episode 4 is another seasonal episode, and it's the Thanksgiving special. And Cleary is about to go get stuff to make the Thanksgiving dinner. She's just gonna pick it up, and the girls get on her case. They're like, no, it has to be homemade. So Cleary sits down with this trough, and she's mixing up this pot of something. And Sherry tries to get mad at her for it. I noticed there's a human arm in that. I don't think that's sanitary. And Cleary's like, don't worry about it. And so they try to have a Thanksgiving feast, and Steve tries to make this speech, and it's really awkward and nobody gets it. And he kind of just kills the mood. And after that, they all kind of just go back to what they're doing, and they have Thanksgiving dinner together, and that's pretty much the whole episode. So the Season 2 finale, Episode 5, is a Christmas episode, and it's really important because in the beginning, that creepy horse salesman, John, is back, and Keely's like, thought I told you not to come on my property, and Cleary's like, yeah, he's a creepy man, and he's talking to the little kids. And after he's there, Kelly shows up, Keely's sister that we've met previously, and they kind of have an argument. They have altercations all the time. They're typical sisters. And then, since it's Christmas, everybody's kind of giving everybody presents, so that goes down, and we see Steve try to talk to Jessica, and he thinks that she's Jewish, but she's actually not. So that's a little awkward for him. And Penny says she wishes her horse was with her because only she could come back for now. She's still waiting on her horse to meet her at this new stable. And, after that happens, Buttercream is talking to Shozy, and they kind of get along well, which is good for him because he likes her so much. And he was told that Christmas was a dress-up holiday, so he's in an outfit when really it's not. But then everybody starts talking, and Keely's like, shut up. And she's like, I have an announcement to make. And she announces that they're moving stables. And that is extremely important for Season 3.